All right, a casual fan here to pretty much just give my thoughts on some headlines I've seen recently, which was, about Manny Pacquiao. He said some things about Floyd Mayweather, and from the quotes I read, I kind of realized that I think that, I don't people hear me out, okay? But I really do think that the YouTube community might have been just a little too harsh on Manny Pacquiao, particularly the LDBC community. Why? Because I think because the truth is it's becoming very clear. Manny Pacquiao might just be on drugs. He might still be on drugs because he's admitted just a few days ago that he's been on drugs and he's tried all kinds of drugs in the past. But he might still be on drugs. All right, I think I personally believe from the symptoms I'm seeing, Manny Pacquiao's on drugs because and a lot of people don't realize it, but bullshit, that's actually a drug, you know, and you probably know a lot of people that are actually on some bullshit. All right, it's a common drug. The problem with bullshit though is that it's very hard to detect. Especially through drug tests. And which is why Manny Pacquiao's got away for so many years with the bullshit being in his system. Okay, you see a lot of there's a lot of people there's other people that are on a bullshit too. Like you look at Skip Bayless. Look at Jim Lampley, Max Kellerman at times. Just a lot of people are on some bullshit. It's just very hard to detect, but it's without a doubt, without a shadow of the doubt, it's very clear that Manny Pacquiao is on some bullshit. Okay, so Manny Pacquiao is giving some quotes, and he says shit like, "Oh, Mayweather doesn't care about the fans. He only cares about making money." And the reason why I think this is straight up fuckery coming from him because Manny Pacquiao saying this, he just sounds like a total hypocrite. This is the same guy, the same person. Let me put it this way: Manny Pacquiao, was he caring about the fans when he decided to face Chris Algieri? Was Manny Pacquiao caring about the fans when he decided to fight Juan Manuel Marquez for the fourth time? What about the time when he fought Timothy Bradley for the third time instead of facing who a lot of people would have him seen him fight, which was Terrence Crawford? Even now, people still want to see him fight Terrence Crawford, but he decided to fight Jesse Vargas instead. Me personally, I didn't want to see him fight Terrence Crawford. I would have much rather seen him fight another welterweight like Keith Thurman. But he didn't fight either of those guys. He chose Jesse Vargas, who I don't think is a bad boxer, but he's clearly the weakest of the champions, the welterweight champions today. And I find it incredible that Manny Pacquiao has the audacity to say shit like this when you consider the choices that Manny Pacquiao and his camp has made as of late, in probably like the last 6 years. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, just like this is coming from the same fucking guy that decided to continue fighting Floyd Mayweather with a quote unquote hurt shoulder. Why? Because there was quote unquote too much money on the table. All right. Instead of postponing the fight, you had fans that literally bet their houses on Manny Pacquiao. I read some article that people bet houses. Okay, they bet cars. They bet their whole life savings on Manny Pacquiao beating Floyd Mayweather, and instead of respecting the fans, because he had a quote unquote hurt shoulder, instead of respecting the fans and trying to pull out or postpone the fight, what does he decide to do? Manny Pacquiao decides, hey, you know what? I'm going to go in there anyway with a quote-unquote hurt shoulder. I don't believe he had a hurt shoulder, but that's the excuse that he wants to use. Okay. But you reap what you sow. And, with that being said, I'm done. I can't, ladies and gentlemen, remember, Manny Pacquiao is on drugs. He's on that bullshit. And whenever he says, some fuckery like this, we all have to take it with a grain of salt, okay? Because it's not, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up. And, if you have common sense or anything like that, you should be able to tell. All right. If you're not on that bullshit yourself, you should be able to tell that this man, when he's spouting fuckery. So that's it. A casual fan. I'll be back with some more shit later.